I loved hearing the report out of the CBC going, well, the one riding, we found out that the candidate, that their mail-in ballot didn't quite work. And so we counted that, and they won by one vote. And Elections Canada apologizes for that one. Canada apologizes for the mistake, and they'll try and do better in the future, but they're not going to count anymore. That person won by one. Congratulations.
Well, they don't need to do better in the future. There won't be another election. That's the last election. It's the last real election happening in this country for 4 years.
Well, unless the only way I agree with you on that one is if there is reform. There needs to be voter reform in this country. It was something that was promised to us a decade ago. We never got it. Eventually, it will come. Here's hoping. Back to hockey. Let's stick on hockey.
For a split second, as much as I would love to see it come, I don't think it's happening, dude. Like I think the smart people, I mean, you could put you and I in the dumb category because we're still sticking here, but the real smart people, they've already left. They're not coming back. They're down in the U.S. or somewhere else. And to be honest, you and I probably got 10 brain cells to rub together, but half of the population only has one, and they're all sticking here. They're happy with it. They enjoy this. They'd prefer more of it. I don't see that happening. I hope it does. But.
Look, it's still a better place to live than a lot of others. How about that? There's still a reason why a lot of people want to come here.
You know what? So I was up on the Jasper Sky Tram today. I was taking some beautiful photo of the landscapes and the town site, and there's this East Indian family, and this gentleman had a really nice camera, ended up having a good conversation with him. And so family of about 8 to 9, husband, wife, kids, relatives, etc. Very nice people. And I was asking them, when did you guys move here? Oh, they came here about 5 to 10 years ago, whatnot. And I asked, what did you think? And the one guy says to me, before I could even finish my sentence, he says, dude, this place is a dump. We're leaving in 3 years. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean you're leaving in 3 years? My money goes so much further in India. I save 1% here. I could be in the 1% if I was in India. You people don't realize that Canada's becoming a third world dump and India is better than your country. And I said, I am amazed that you think that. Thank you. I'm going to report this back to the podcast. So to my friend in the Jasper Skytram today, thank you. Even they think that this country's becoming a dump.
I had a similar conversation when I was working at the dunes at Kamloops golf course during the pandemic, and one of our members, he was a Polish immigrant, first generation. Like he came here by himself, met his wife, had kids here. He is part of the janitorial services at one of the high schools in Kamloops. Great golfer, and my Polish is a little shaky, but Nanovi, and I believe that means jumpy in Polish, and that was his nickname. And so after playing a few rounds with him after I was off work, we had a similar conversation, and he says, I'll paraphrase, but he basically said, when I came here, things were great, but he goes, but I'm looking to get out because I'm starting to see the same building. And keep in mind, this was back in 21, 22. He said, I'm starting to see the same things happening here in Canada that I saw in Poland that led me to leave. So take that for what it's worth.
Isn't that crazy? Dude, when I was in Prince George, so the train goes Jasper to Prince George, stops overnight, get a hotel, and then go to Prince Rupert. And so I had to taxi from the Prince George train station to my hotel and then back. And both times, both ways, I asked the cab drivers because, they look like somewhere over there. And so I asked them, one guy's from India, the other guy's from Pakistan, the other guy's from Pakistan, the other guy's from India. So 2 and 2. And I asked all 4 of them. I asked them, how long you guys been here? One guy was here for like 10, 15 years. One guy was here for 3 years. One guy came just last year because his wife was in school. Then I guess he was trying to fulfill that out with her. Then they're going to go back home. But all of them said, your country's a dump. I'm from India. I'm from Pakistan. Canada is a shithole. This is not what I thought I was signing up for. I got a better life over there. And I'm leaving, but you suckers are going to stay.
Yeah, but look, it's interesting what you're telling me is that you've spoken to 2 people who were in cahoots together, one from Pakistan, one from India, and they're not exactly getting along right now. So the fact that they're getting together from 2 neighboring countries who don't get along and both agree that Canada is not where they want to be, I find that very interesting.
Does that mean we're the idiots here? That if we're still sticking on the stinking ships and, let's try to see it out and hope that something changes on, I don't know, man. I know we're not a political podcast. Let's get back to hockey, but my goodness, it is scary, man, especially for like my future family that I want to have and my future kids is like, man, $20,000 get you a 3-year visa down in the U.S. and get you an opportunity to try to, especially as a creator, as an artist, is what they would classify me as in the visa category, and sole proprietor. 3 years would be a great little trial run down there, but 20 G's,
well,
a little pricey.
Look, I live under the mantra of don't tell me how to enjoy things, and I'm at the point where if somebody came into your house and you welcomed into your house and you cooked them a nice meal and you gave them a nice seat to sit on and you made them very comfortable and they sat around tearing down saying, your wallpaper sucks. why isn't your fan working more? There's too much dust on this or too much dust on that. It wouldn't be very long before I said, you know what? It was nice having you here. There's the door. Enjoy.
Have you hung out with my dad before?
Why, did he have the same mantra?
Yeah, basically. I love my dad, but that's basically what hanging out with my dad can be like sometimes.
Well, I mean, like, truthfully, I mean, like, I'm comfortable in my house. I'm comfortable. I mean, listen, I work really hard for what I do and what I provide. It's a grind, and I understand it's a grind. But you know what? This is my home.
If you enjoyed what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.